Nicknamed the Doker, he's the Heisman Award winner for 1948.
We have a culture, a passion, a tradition for football.
Mean Joe Green.
Bring in Sammy Baugh.
Pro football.
Touchdown! Pearson goes in for the touchdown!
College football, high school football, the home of two Heisman Trophy winners, started right here at Woodrow Wilson.
And it is here at Woodrow Wilson High School in the shadow of downtown Dallas where the curtain goes up on a century in the making, a Super Bowl 45 host committee celebration of the 100 greatest plays and moments in 100 years of football in North Texas. Celebrating this era, some of the greatest players to grace North Texas football fields.
Number 12, Roger Staubach. Number 33, Tony Dorsett. Number 8, Troy Aikman. Darrell Moose Johnston. Number 88, David O'Brien, representing his father, Davey O'Brien. Woodrow's own Tim Brown, representing SMU football. Craig James, representing the Texans, Abner Haynes. The pride of Hooks, Texas, Billy Sims, representing UNT football, Mean Joe Green.
Demonstrating the region's passion and the prestige of its football pedigree, a century in the making action team selected 250 football moments covering high school, college, and pro football going back to the first Texas OU football game at Fair Park in 1912. With the help of corporate sponsors, the public will pair the list of 250 to the top 100. The newspaper will publish ballots for fan voting, and American Airlines is launching CenturyInTheMaking.com, a website where fans can vote online beginning in March. Thankfully for the fans, some of the hardest choices have already been made.
I think the hardest decision was deciding not to what to put on the list, because there were more than 250 certainly that we could have put on there.
I mean, you could put together 250 moments of Cowboys alone, but North Texas football is bigger than the Cowboys.
A century in the making would not be complete without a century of memories.
We suffered everywhere we played. We were shot at. People tried everything to split us up. And we stayed together as a family, and it's 50 years later. And we all are very proud of each other and what we sacrificed to prove to people that all folks could get along.
In January 1972, the Dallas Cowboys won their first Super Bowl. Today's struggles to regain football supremacy pale in comparison to overcoming the label next year's champions.
You don't like to have this tag of a team that can't win the big game, so that Super Bowl was, I think, a start of Cowboy history.
But a century in the making begins with Texas OU, one of the most celebrated rivalries in all of sports.
Until you would actually play in that game and have the experience, it's something that you wouldn't believe. But just the atmosphere, the half and half, the colors of burnt orange and crimson and cream on each side is something amazing that is still a big-time game to this day.
It seemed so easy at the time. 3 Super Bowl titles in the 90s. Only now are we able to fully appreciate the brilliance of these champions.
Running across the field, and I had my finger up in the air, and first of all, it's the only time in my career that I ever did that, because I knew we truly were number one. You know, just 4 years earlier, we were the worst team in football and being laughed at, to then being on top of the world as the world champions was a feeling that I'll never forget.
The teammates that I had during that time have become very good friends, and we've kind of crossed that line of just being people who played together on a team and did something very, very unique and very, very special, to people who cared a lot about each other and have stayed in contact, and I'm still very good friends to this day.
It was the first time I really reminisced on the history that we were creating, and I thought, wow, can you believe that we had won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years? And it was a beautiful thing to share with the people of Texas. And I tell you again, just can't wait for that Super Bowl to be here next year.
For the North Texas Super Bowl 45 host committee, I'm Tony Martinez.